Ladies and gentlemen, based off the record Neptune Inferior Opposition storm of March 2019 that set a record with 968 millibars over Nebraska in the winter. From that, I calculated that around September 18th to the 23rd, that from the Outer Banks of North Carolina up through New Jersey, New York, and Boston would see a hurricane that is a Category 3 or higher. And if I have seen more, I only did it through God, Jesus Christ, Astro Fight Club, my family, my friends, my mama, my stepdad, and my dad. Standing on the shoulder giants. Did I say that? Nah, just tried to Isaac Newton it, but I screwed it up. And so the very next run of the GFS from the last one is verifying, asterisk, my calculations on September 19th that New York would be getting pegged with. This says Category 2 hurricane. I think their intensity is off. If the other hurricane was 968 overland, we would expect this to be possibly higher or lower than 968. And if you also notice, England is getting, and Europe are getting hit with a storm as well. But if we will look at this thing, I mean, pretty much nailed the location, date. And so what I essentially have done, I have given the East Coast from the Outer Banks all the way up to Nova Scotia an alert for a major hurricane that is coming in 2 weeks. I've given like 70 to 110 million people an extra 2 weeks to prepare. Now, the math would have it right about here, but the latest runs are taking it straight up. But if you'll see, in 2017, we had a storm Irma that formed on the 30th and hit on the 13th. And then on the 18th, or formed at the same date, 31st, September 18th, both coming off of Africa. And this, whether it be Humberto or Gabriel, would be formed probably around the 1st or 2nd. I don't know if they've named it yet. And then this is when I figured from the 18th, if it would be higher, it would take longer. So here we are. This is now with Dorian, and Dorian has been trending west, bringing heavy rain bands to Florida, and that all from Georgia to the Carolinas are on alert, and the Northeast needs to pay attention as well in case Dorian continues to trend west. But here we can see the Neptune opposition, superior opposition, by the way. The other one was inferior, meaning it was on the other side of the sun. And this time it's on this side of the sun, closest to Neptune, which is another reason to believe it will be stronger and that this potentially could be a Category 5 hurricane. So that is Dorian, and Dorian will scrape up by Nova Scotia. God forbid it trends west, then it could scrape up along the east coast, northeast coast, and it's got some heavy rain components coming out of there. Is there a name for this Gulf? I still don't know. Anyway, but you can see that, crap, how ironic, I hit the wrong button. Okay, so this is Dorian. And then this would be our superior Neptune opposition storm. And this has it going on a worst case scenario where it hits North Carolina again. And then it moves up. I mean, it literally would strike all of the most populous areas. That's Dorian. Along the coast. And so I've given my fellow 110 million Americans 2 weeks to prepare for this. And I've been saying we need some new ideas because, as I've been mentioning all year and for years, that we would probably be having large numbers of American refugees because with all the gas giants on the same side of the sun, we will see an uptick in hard hurricanes, volcano activity, and earthquakes because the New Madrid earthquake happened when all the gas giants are on the same side. And we have Saturn and Jupiter coming into alignment, which will set our solar system out of balance and will affect all the planets in the solar system, the sun, and Earth's atmosphere. So it is a good time for planet Earth to learn new tricks. It is a great time for us all to work together as Asteroid Fight Club and the Astonishers. Now is the time to astonish them. But so this would have it coming in. This would make landfall on the 18th. And then would go all the way up, maintaining hurricane strength as it moves out. You see that? And it's like 70 to 100 million people. And if, like the March record-setting pressure on an inferior conjunction, then this is superior, and we could see a Category 5 asterisk WTF hurricane storm up the northeast coast in the New England area. So, okay. And don't sleep on Dorian. Mother Nature continues to surprise all of us. And that the truth of the matter is not science, not the YouTube comment section. Nobody understands everything. And by picking this off and Michael, and then probably the hurricane that will come 100 miles above Tampa in October based off the Eris opposition, pretty much proven that this is not geoengineering. I hate to break it to you people in the YouTube land, but the planets have been there for a long time. And that the gas giants are powerful, the sun is powerful, and that hurricanes existed before the YouTube comment section, man. Sorry, a lot of people understand a lot of bad information. And so the next 2 years are going to be really Jupiter and Saturn heavy. And all Neptune's really telling us is that we got to do a better job of taking care of the oceans, the lakes, the rivers, that we should all be cleaning them up and treating our water like it is the lifeblood of our planet. And that so when you try and tell the public that it is geoengineering man-made, you are taking away from the solution to our problems, which is working together to build cities in safe places and to make sure the coastal areas are prepared for what we will face over the next 6 years as the gas giants, as Jupiter goes around the other side. So yeah, dude, it's like kindergarten all over again. So Earth is this size. That's Neptune and Uranus. Wait, flip them. Jupiter and Saturn. And so when these two are side by, flip it over, and this is going to be inducing our weather. Our magnetic field is lit like a candle. The volcanoes are lit like a candle. This is not doom if we work together. When I say we're all in this together, I mean not just Earth, but the whole solar system, man. Who knows? Our whole solar system may be dancing with another solar system right now. So it's time to learn some new moves. So there's never been a better time to get ready for the future. And that's why I'm going to take the night off. Hopefully go out and get a beer. So I don't get too preachy, because I've been too wound up lately after the Abaco Islands and the Bahamas have been devastated. So, Asteroid Fight Club, now is the time for action. And now is the time for the astonishers to astonish people. Because good guys and good ladies are everywhere. We just haven't had a chance to unite yet. Well, now is that chance. So everybody stay cool. It's a great time for everybody to work together. President Trump talked about how Dorian, everybody should be on high alert because we all never know what's going to happen. And that everybody from the Carolinas, Georgia, up the coast for the next 2 months is super on watch, and including the Gulf of Mexico. So everybody stay cool. Wish me luck having fun tonight. If you want to buy me a beer, you can send some cash over to my PayPal, and I will drink it and be happy. But thank everybody for all your support, all your love, all your help, because I never would have made it this far after 7 years of trying to put all my science together in a way that would help us move forward and save lives. And that time is now. So there's still a 20% chance it could curve out to C by my calculations. So let us hope and pray for that. But if you look at these tracks, they both seem to go straight until they hit land. So we should be prepared for this thing to just plow right through until it curves around, unless it curves all the way up, or we can curve it out to sea with our hearts and prayers. So everybody stay cool. I love you. God bless everyone. And we can be heroes every day.